What is up? Welcome to Bird and Sense Tarot. My name is Bethany. So today we're going to do a pick a card about why do people fall in love with you. So this is just kind of everything great about you, characteristics that stand out to people about you, maybe what your past partners have fallen for, maybe what your crushes fall for. Doesn't necessarily have to be in a romantic sense. It can just be like what people in general love about you, but it's probably going to be romantic. So we have 4 different piles here. These pick cards are not time specific. You can click on them whenever you want and the message should resonate. So we're going to do pile 1 is pyrite, pile 2 is pink Himalayan salt, pile 3 is blue celestine, and then pile 4 is Angel Phantom Quartz, I think. Yeah. So take a second, go ahead and meditate on the pile. I'll timestamp below and you can fast forward to your pile reading. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you end up liking this, go ahead and hit that like button, share and subscribe. In the next day or so, I'm going to be announcing my May subscriber giveaway. So if you have subscribed to my channel and liked and commented on any of my May videos, then you are automatically entered, and I will announce that here, and I will also announce that on my Instagram. So I'll be announcing that shortly, so look out for that. And let's get going. So we're gonna start with pile 1. Pile 1, if you chose the pyrite, this is your pile, and why do people fall in love with you? So let's ask Spirit what they want to say. I'm using 3 different decks today: my Tarot, my Radiant Rider-Waite, and Modern Witches Tarot. So just so you know. Ooh. So you have a dark side, like you have an edge to you. You have an undeniable, like kind of like bad boy, bad girl quality to you that really just entices people. For better or for worse, they fall for it. People just can't deny this quality about you, even to their demise. Some people I can see fall for you and they don't want to, they don't mean to, they really might resist it and not try to. I can see that when people fall for you, they don't get over you. Most people that have fallen for you in a very deep way still hold love for you, whether they admit it or not. But yeah, you just have this quality to you that is undeniable, in a very alluring, enticing kind of way. You don't do it on purpose. I can see it's just like who you are. There's just this like edge to you that people really love. This is the Devil card, by the way. Then you got the Justice card, 2 major arcanas. So you have a big personality is what I can see. You stand up for people. You stand up for truth and justice. You're a very fair person. You might have an edge to you, but people see that you use it for good. People fall for your grace. You have like a grace to you, like, I sense it's like something about your character, the way you handle situations, the way you handle people, the way you handle conflict. Maybe you're good under pressure. People fall for this quality about you because they feel secure in your presence. They feel seen, they feel heard, they feel loved, they feel understood. So you're kind of a very protective kind of energy is what I see. You also just might be very exotic looking. That's just a side note. Okay, the Hierophant. So people fall in love with your beliefs. People fall in love with your mind. People fall in love with the deep spiritual side of you. Maybe you're a spiritualist. Maybe you talk about your beliefs a lot. Maybe you're open with it. Probably if you're searching tarot videos on YouTube, you're probably into some spiritual stuff. So this comes across in your personality, and people that you've been with in the past and people that like you definitely fall for this aspect of you. I think they just look up to you. They feel like they can learn from you. You might be a teacher in some way. You're just very knowledgeable, and people that fall for you admire this. They admire your mind and like what you think about and what you say and how you say it, and even the things that you care about or pay attention to or give like honor to in your life really intrigues people, and they want to kind of get to know how you function and how you move and what you do, and like behind closed doors kind of thing. So going back to like the mystery, like you just have this otherworldliness about you that's very sexy. Sexy in a way, I guess. Yeah, people find it sexy. People fall for it for sure. It's like you can see inside of people, like they feel seen on a spiritual level. So you have an ability to see people on a spiritual level, and this is very comforting to them, and they fall for it. Yeah. You also might be a writer. I'm seeing writing in some way. You have standards, so people fall for you. I don't know if I said all the cards, sorry. Hierophant, and this is the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, it's kind of like the stuck up, nothing's good enough, you're not satisfied. I'm not seeing it in this kind of negative context of the normal kind of like turning your nose up at things. I'm seeing it in this context of you have standards. So people know that you don't just like go with anybody, do anything, fall for anything. You're careful with who you love and who you spend time with, and the energy that you let into your life. And so people know that you have this boundary and this standard, and so that you're unattainable in a sense, that like you're not easy. So this is something that people fall for because it's like you set your own standards, and that makes you more desirable. Yeah, and people are not afraid to cater to you. I see that plenty of people cater to you. You might have multiple suitors or multiple admirers. Yeah, something about, oops, I shouldn't shuffle these. Something about your, I don't know, I'm just noticing the white rabbit. So something about your mystery. It's like they can't catch you. So the white rabbit's always being chased in Alice in Wonderland, right? And she can never quite get the hold of the white rabbit. So it's kind of like a metaphor. So maybe you just always keep people kind of on their toes, and they really like this about you. It's very alluring. Okay, let's go through this. Ace of Wands. So you're just sexy. You just have a lot of sex appeal. You have a lot of creativity. The way you present yourself is very fresh and fast, and like you might be into fashion. You might just look good. You might be like, just the way you do your aesthetic look is very appeasing to people. I can't talk today. So yeah. You just like, you're driven and passionate, and you kind of like wear your personality on your sleeve, and this is really sexy to people. This is something that people fall for. People feel like you almost put them under a spell because you're so lovable. King of Cups. Yeah, so you're just like very, very, very lovable. It's really hard for people not to fall in love with you. I think you just have like an undeniable kind of presence and charm, and you really are at the end of the day a very, very loving person. So with this Justice, like you really do care about things, and like you put a lot of emotion into it, and people can see that, and it's not fake love. You do really have a huge, huge heart, and people fall for this like tender, caring side about you. I can see that you're someone that like leads with your emotions even. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, you're fiercely independent. You might have your own business. You have your own thing going on. You have your own hobbies and your own life. So even if you are in a relationship or single, you still kind of put yourself first. Not in a selfish way, but it's just like you have those goals and you're not willing to set them aside for anybody. So people admire this about you. People admire that you set those boundaries, that you are going towards what you deserve, and that you're going to get it. And so I think people fall for your potential. They can see that you really are a dream chaser. You are a goal crusher. You're somebody that, like, you put your money where your mouth is. So you say something, you're going to do it. And that is really, people fall for that because that's, not everyone has that tenacity. And so it's a very admirable quality people want to attach themselves to, because they see that if you're going to accomplish your dreams and you're with them, you're going to help them accomplish their dreams as well. So you're a catch, basically, and people can see that. Ten of Swords, you are a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. I think a lot of people do fall for you. It's not your fault, but they just do. And you've definitely taken out a few hearts in the process. Not intentionally. The way she's like laying here, it's like you might get asked out a lot and say no. Like you might reject a lot of people. And it's not because you want to be rude. It's like you don't want to casually date and then they fall for you and then you hurt their feelings. So you're pickier with who you give a chance to, because you don't want to just break everybody's heart. Yeah, so you're very, very, very lovable. It's almost like anyone you date falls in love with you, and you understand this and almost like a sense of responsibility. So it's like you're kind of careful with who you spend time with, because you don't just want a string of hearts behind you and multiple stalkers and that kind of thing. So you're, what's the word? It's like you, I can't think of the word, but it's like you actually care about this power that you seem to have. Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like people fall for your ability to smooth over conflict. Like you have like a peace-loving, conflict-resolving kind of aura. So you're very good at bringing people together, resolving conflict, getting yourself and others out of bad situations. So this comes back to the protective, nurturing kind of aspects we saw in the beginning. You're the kind of person that's really there for the people in your life, and people can see that, and so they want that protective, nurturing, kind of ride or die kind of energy around them. And so that is something that people definitely fall for with you. That loyalty you don't find in every friend and in every relationship, and so people do value that, whether they tell you that or not. Five of Pentacles, you're not afraid to stand out from the crowd. You're not afraid to do your own thing. You're not afraid to lose friends. It's like you are who you are unapologetically. So you're not a people pleaser. You're not afraid to put yourself first and spend time on your own. Like it's like you almost pull away from the crowd to focus on bigger and better things. So you're not like the person that's swept into the party scene or trends or just going out too much. It's like you do that stuff and you have a social life, but it's like you also can pull away and focus on deeper things, and you have like a whole other side of you that people don't see, but it's like they can sense it but they don't see it. And so that is like an alluring part to you, is people know that you have levels to you, depth to you. You're not surface level, you're not shallow. So that's something people really fall for. King of Wands, you are you're definitely a passionate person. You might be a very, very good lover. You're very good in bed. You're a very good kisser. You're very good physically, so you know how to put it down in the sheets. People definitely might fall for you if they sleep with you, kind of thing. But it goes beyond this. It's just like, I think this is your ultimate expression of love and you enjoy doing it. So people fall for your bedroom abilities. I don't know how to say that, sorry. Yeah, so in and out of the bedroom, you just have that like go-getter confidence and sex appeal that really pulls people in. So you're definitely an alpha personality, however you identify, male, female, whatever. Yeah, Two of Wands. So you are a dreamer, you're a planner. With the Nine of Pentacles, you might be on the verge of some kind of like breakthrough or abundance. So it's like you're really going places, and people fall for this. People fall for your that just a quality about you that you're just like, you take life by the horns and you don't apologize about it, and you show yourself to the world and your heart. So you're a very admirable person. So people just kind of step back and they're actually really in awe of you. And so people that are around you and spend time with you have a really hard time not falling in love with you is what I see, Pile One. So I hope you got something out of this. Please comment down below. I love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, and if you comment down, you will be entered automatically into my May giveaway for a free reading, which I'm going to be tallying soon because it's the 29th. So I'll announce that soon. And yeah, I hope you guys like these readings. I will keep them coming. I'm considering doing my Zodiac series again, but I've just been enjoying pick a cards because my schedule is so random. So yeah, for now, we'll do that. But anyway, thank you, Pile One, and we'll see you later. Bye. Okay, moving on to Pile Two. We have the pink Himalayan salt. If you chose pink Himalayan salt, this is your pile. We're going to ask Spirit why people fall in love with you. So this is definitely probably romantic, but it could just be friends, family, like people in your life, why they care about you kind of thing. So let's get into it. Okay, Two of Swords. You're a decisive person. Like, some people can look at this card like you're caught between a crossroads, but it's also kind of like you've decided. So you make decisions based on your intuition, like your inner gut. So people fall for you because you have like an inner code. You have like an inner sense of character that makes people feel really at ease, or really like they know what to expect with you. So you're a very dependable person, and you might be kind of more of a leader, more of a decision maker. So you put other people at ease because you take the pressure off of them, basically. Blue jay. There's significance to blue jay. I can't remember what it is, so go Google that. Especially if you have been seeing birds or have any kind of like bird totem pole or anything in your oh my god, I can't talk today, like your spiritual animals. Okay, yeah, just Google that. That might be something for somebody. You're somebody who has been through a lot. You've overcome a lot of heartbreak. You definitely haven't had an easy life. Like, you kind of maybe wear this on your sleeve, or people can see that you've had a rough past, or that you've come through a lot. This might be mental health battles. This might be relationship battles, personal life struggles, being just stabbed in the back by a lot of people that you trusted is kind of what I see. So you've just been through it. But people actually fall for this because they fall for your resolve to get through things, and your ability to just rise above it, and your ability to walk through whatever obstacle you're faced with. It's like some Quentin Tarantino like stripper crying vibes. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you guys ever seen his movies? It's like, I'm just getting those kind of vibes. Like, you're kind of a sad soul, but not in like a really depressing way. It's just like you carry a bit of heaviness to you. Like, you have a story, but this makes people fall for you. Kind of like a Keanu Reeves. Like, Keanu Reeves has a crazy life story, right? But he's an awesome person, and people fall for him. And honestly, people fall for him because of his life story. If he hadn't have gone through all that stuff and he lost like almost everybody close to him, he said, he wouldn't be that same man. He wouldn't be so compassionate. He wouldn't have seen so much. And so, as sad as it is, the man that he is today was created by a lot of the stuff that he went through. And so it's like, you have that same quality. You have that same like depth to your eyes. Like, people can see a depth to your eyes, and it's just enduring, because people can't help but want to protect you and take care of you and make your life better from now on out, kind of thing. Like, they've seen that you've been through so much stuff that they don't want you to ever go through that kind of thing again. So people fall for you because it's like they see your innocence and they want to protect it, kind of. King of Cups again. So we got King of Cups in the last reading. So you do have a huge heart. So people fall for your love. You have like an unconditional way of like giving and receiving love. You're maybe very affectionate. You're just really compassionate. You're definitely a giver. You express love openly. You give love openly. You're a warm soul. You definitely have a warm energy, and people fall for this. So you're just kind of like that snuggler kind of person. You pull people in for hugs. You say those sweet things when they know they need to hear it. You kiss you kiss babies on their cheeks. Like, you're kind of just that kind of person. Like, you really do enjoy making people feel good and making people feel loved. So you might be like a Virgo or an Earth sign. You might enjoy giving love but have a hard time receiving it. I'm picking up that vibe strongly. So yeah, anyway. Also we have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. So people fall for your, I'm seeing this as like a stubbornness, like you're grounded in a stubborn loyalty. It's like you might be kind of bullheaded about things, and people fall for this. So it might be annoying to people that don't understand you or people that aren't your friends, but people that really do get you, they love this about you because they understand that you have character to you. So those things that you really hang tight to or really believe in mean a lot to you. There's a reason you hold on to them. So you don't just like hold your opinions lightly. You have a reason behind everything. So people actually think it's kind of cute that you have this like stubbornness to you, and it's kind of maybe a protective side that you kind of like protect yourself. Maybe you kind of push people away and act like you're not so loving a little bit. Maybe you kind of put up a little bit of a front and act like you're kind of a rough person, and you're not. And so people that really care about you, it's just kind of enduring because they totally see past this. It's like you can't really fool them that you try to act tough and you're really not. You're just a big teddy bear. You try to act like you're not a lover, and they're not falling for it, basically. They're falling for you because you are a lover. Seven of Wands. So you definitely, I don't know why I always said definitely. You come to defense of those that you care about. You are a protective person. If you find someone you fall for, you really defend that with everything you have. And this is a quality that people really admire. You don't just cheat on people. You don't just like walk out of a relationship. You don't just like break up the first fight. It's like you really have you probably have a lot of earth in your chart. You have a resolve to really work through stuff and to really try and to really give things effort and to maybe fight off others that are trying to get at your person. You don't go for that. So you might be a little more possessive, a little bit more like you don't put up with anyone coming towards your person. So but this is a lovable quality. So the people you get with kind of enjoy that you're kind of like possessive of them. They like being possessed by you. Ace of Cups. So you are just lovable. You are just adorable. You might have just a cute smile and giggle. Like, you just really warm people's souls when they're around you. People often fall for you at first sight, first meeting, or first hangout. So you kind of just have like an undeniable, just like kind of like soft pull on people. It's like they almost get surprised by it, so they hang out with you, and then all of a sudden they're realizing that their heart is pounding and they have butterflies kind of thing. So it's like you kind of almost sneak up on people in a way, not in a bad way. It's just yeah, you are so cool that when they do let their guard down and hang out with you a little bit, people fall for you pretty quickly is what I see. You might have admirers near and far. You might have been in long distance relationships. You might have a presence online, but with the World card, I'm seeing this as like a lot of exposure. So you might be in the public eye in some way, but there's probably people in love with you that you've never met is what I'm kind of picking up. And you just have a quality about you that like you kind of appeal to everybody. So I don't know what that means. You have a universal look, or you're just like the universal sweetheart, however you take that. It's like everybody wants a piece of your pie. Everybody wants a piece of that. So people really fall for, maybe you just are very cultured, or you love to travel, or you kind of roll with the punches and you can be put in any scenario or any place and just shine. And so people might love traveling with you, trying new things with you, going places with you, meeting new people with you. Like you just kind of have like a fun go-getter attitude that people at the end of the day really fall for. Temperance. You might be a Sagittarius. You might have Sag in your chart. I'm seeing a lot of fire and water signs here. You just have this peaceful tranquility to you. So you might be kind of angelic like. You might be just very like soft-spoken and sweet, whether you're male or female or whatever. You might actually be like an earth angel for people that believe in that. Or you might have like a royal bloodline from like a past life. Like you have like a regalness to you that people look up to. That's very like giving. Like you're a humanitarian in a way. So your giving heart is what people really fall for too. You are very sharp and smart and analytical at the same time with the Queen of Swords. So you know what you want, you say what you want, and you speak your mind. People definitely fall for this. They fall for the fact that you know exactly who you are. So you might be kind of a boss babe, and you're unapologetic about it. And I could see that you also just might be very like attractive or well-dressed. You might like strappy boots. I don't know, that's for a couple people. With the sun, you might be a mother, you might be pregnant, you might be very fertile. People fall for your bright aura, for your ability to just be around children in a loving way. It's like when you walk into a room, you make it brighter. When you come to a party, you make it happier. When people talk to you, their day gets lifted. So it's like you really are a ray of sunshine. I know that sounds like cheesy, but in a spiritual sense, you're like a walking ray of sunshine, basically. So you're a joy spreader, like you're a little spitfire. You really do enjoy people, and they really do enjoy you. So people really do fall for this innocent, sweet, just lovable side of you that's undeniable, is what I can see. Yeah, okay. The Hierophant. So you might be a little traditional. You might practice in the occult. You might just be learning about your own culture and your own roots, but you're very connected to some kind of sense of practice and culture. It's like your own definition of that. So maybe you make your grandma's recipes. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you read ancient texts. Maybe you're learning about your history of your people. There's like something connected to history and the divine in your roots that you're actively digging into, or you know already, and you own and you show and you honor it. And this is very attractive to people. People fall for this because it's like they can see building a legacy with you, because they can see that you really care about where your life is going and what it means to the world and what matters to you. It's like you put a lot of intention into things that you do, and ultimately people fall for that because you're not just a shallow person. You know, you have a lot of depth and character and interests and everything to you, and so people really get drawn into this like complex web that's your personality. 5 of Cups. So you might end up disappointing a lot of people. You have a lot of crushes that quickly find out that you have a lot of crushes. You can't help it. So like pile 1, you're just very attractive, very alluring, and you end up having a lot of admirers. this pal too, you might be online in some sense or have an online presence. So whether you know it or not, you're out there breaking hearts. But you can't be with everybody, right? Even if you're poly, like you literally can't. I mean, back in the Bible days, they had like hundreds of spouses, but that's just crazy. I don't know how people handle that. That's insane. Anyway, tangent. Okay, so like, comment, and share if you like this video, pal 2. Let me know what you thought. I'm going to be choosing my May giveaway person soon. So if you're a subscriber and you comment on any of my May videos, you're automatically entered. I will announce the winner here and on Instagram pretty soon, in the next couple of days. But yeah, so that's just my little thank you for, you know, loyal subscribers. I'm going to keep doing that every month. So as long as you're subscribed and watching and commenting, you are entered, and I'll be doing those giveaways monthly. So I'm excited about that. Okay, bye, pal 2. I'll see you later. Going on to pal 3. Okay, pal 3, Blue Celestine. So if you chose this pile, we're going to find out what is lovable about you, what do people love about you, and yeah, we're going to ask Spirit. So these are probably romantic, but they could be anything really, anyone in your life. Okay, so right off the bat, King of Wands, King of Fire. So you are a very passionate person. People fall for your tenacity. People fall for your drive. You are very, very, I shouldn't say very multiple times, it's tacky. You're sexy. So you have a passionate personality, but you also like ooze sex appeal. So you're very physically attractive. A lot of people might want to get with you, whether or not they love you or not. Like, they might fall in love with your body and not necessarily you, because you're just so attractive. So it's definitely a bonus for people that do love you and fall in love with you. They definitely always find you attractive and are satisfied by you in that way. Yeah, I mean, you can't get any higher than the King of Wands. So it's a lot in your mind too. Like, you have a passionate mind, and that's something that people fall for. Okay. The Moon. You might have Cancer placements, Pisces placements, or strong water placements in your chart. Specifically in your Sun, Moon, or Venus signs. But yeah, you might practice the occult, you might be into divination, but people fall for this magical side of you. So you are magical. You have what's the word, like an esoteric look to you. Like, you almost look like otherworldly, like you don't even look human. So there's something about you that's very attractive and might just be like almost unhuman-like. So people almost think like you're from somewhere else, and they can't quite put a finger on you. They fall for you because you are really magical. I think people around you and around your energy, they can really feel how different you are. And for a lot of people, they've not felt this kind of energy, so it's really undeniable to them, and you end up getting a lot of suitors. People even think that you might do moon magic on them, and you don't. You might just be like an alchemist. You might just be somebody that really manifests things that they want, and that it's like you're almost like an energetic magnet is what I'm seeing. And it's like you pull in suitors without meaning to. So you're literally like a walking magnet is what I'm seeing. Ooh, confirmation. Ace of Swords. That's when Spirit is saying yes. So yes, you are a very truthful person too. So you're no BS. You cut to the chase. You speak your mind. You say what you mean. You might be a little blunt. You might call people out. So you're not a liar. You're definitely an honorable, trustworthy, straight to the point kind of person. People know when you speak that they can just read you, that you're saying what you mean and you mean what you say. So you have a very like dependable kind of personality, and people fall for that. You put people at ease because they can sense that you're not full of it. So you stand for what you believe in, and you defend the people that you believe in. You're just an honorable person, and people can sense this, and they admire this about you. There's a purity of heart here. Okay. Two of Pentacles. So you are very good at juggling. You're very good at having your hands in different plates. You're definitely probably a creative with different projects, different interests, maybe multiple businesses. You're really good at juggling maybe your relationships and your personal life and your past. So you've kind of like gotten used to having all the balls in the air kind of thing. You might be later in life, or you might just be very mature for your age. You kind of got a grip on what you want and where you're going. And people can see you handling this. People can see you taking care of business. People can see that you know what you want and you know what you're about. And this is very attractive, and people fall for this. A lot of people don't know themselves, don't understand themselves or what they want. And it's unattractive. So when you're just walking around town with a plan, you're bound to attract people. So seeing birds again. So birds might be a spirit animal of yours, or just significant in some way, but you definitely are an alchemist. So you're learning how to manifest your dreams, and people are taking notice, and people fall for this. Yeah. Okay. Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's like the world's at your fingertips. You have, it's like you have the highest creative potential with the King of Wands, and so people can really see that like anything you touch goes to gold. You can really do whatever you want, and so that kind of magnetism is extremely attractive, and a lot of people fall for it. So you might be some kind of master alchemist, master magician with the moon here, and the Sword of Truth. So it's like maybe your innocence is honored by the universe, and you're just a very highly skilled alchemist and manifester. And so you might be able to manifest things quite rapidly or quite instantly, and people are taking notice of that. Pile 3, I think you have abundance in your future. This has nothing to do with the pick a card, but like maybe people can see this and they fall for you because they see you have this potential. Like you are not going to die poor. So some people might fall for you for the wrong reasons, so that's a little bit of a warning. But yeah, whether you sense it or not, it's like you have this greatness on you, and you're stepping into it, and people can smell it on you. So some people fall for that. It's a material thing. And then people that really just admire you, it's like they're falling for your character and your ability. Like you're just admirable, and it's not necessarily a financial thing for some people. Not everyone's out to get your money. It's more they admire those qualities that lead to abundance, basically. They admire that you're able to do that, but they're not with you for the money. So not everyone's out to get you. Don't freak out. But some people might be, so be a little cautious. Nine of Wands. Yeah, playa. So you're very good in bed. You might want to be very careful with that energy. If you sleep with someone, they're going to fall for you, probably. Yeah, so what did I want to say with this? People fall for your wand. You might have a very nice thing if you're a male, people fall for it, or you might have a very nice thing if you're a woman and people fall for it. Basically, people literally fall in love with your body. So you might have a very sexual body, or just be very good at what you do sexually, and people fall for this. So be careful with that power. Yeah, because you'll be breaking hearts. That's all I gotta say on that one. Moving on. Another Knight of Cups. So you might be a little flirt. You might be a charmer. Maybe not intentionally. This is just your personality, but you're kind of flirty, kind of a charmer. You wear your heart on your sleeve. If you like someone, you're gonna tell them. It's like, hey, I think you're hot. Hey, let's go out. Like you're just kind of more confident, kind of more like out there, and people like that. They don't have to guess. They don't have to even approach you half the time. You'll approach them. But yeah, it's just like you say what you want, and you go after what you want, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get it. 7 of Swords. Yeah, people might compete with you. People might even lie to get into your pants, kind of thing. You might have a lot of haters. So something about you is so seductive and alluring that you attract kind of low vibes, people that get jealous. I mean, it's bound to happen, but I can see that you always rise above it. It's just kind of, maybe be careful. Like I said, like you might have this abundance on you and people sense it, and people might want to get with you for the wrong reasons. Some people want to get with you for your money, some people want to get with you for your body. So I don't know why this is turning into a warning reading, pile 3, but maybe you are so attractive, you need to be careful. You need to cage that in a little bit, for your own good. So just that. 5 of Pentacles. You need to like take a step back maybe and then assess your suitors, or take a look at who's coming after you. But you're not afraid to. You're not afraid to make cuts. You're not afraid to dump people. You're not afraid to have a short relationship. You're not afraid to cut them out. So if someone crosses you, if someone disrespects you, if someone doesn't honor your energy, you make those boundaries really clear, and then you don't put up with BS. So there's probably people that you've turned down that are still pining after you. People that didn't treat you right, people that didn't honor you, you're not putting up with it. So some people feel a little left out in the cold by you, and I don't know, but it's like they deserved it. Like these people are in coats, they're already bundled up. It's like they knew what they were doing, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a surprise to them. You mistreat someone, you get kicked out. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I just see it as like, for some reason in this pile, I'm getting the energy that you're so hot and you're attracting so many people. You might be attracting bad energies, so be careful. Queen of Cups. You are just the ultimate lover. You're very sweet and nurturing. Definite mermaid vibes here. Just you're just very watery and like easy to get along with and soothing. It's like you make people giggle and you make them feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's like you're like a spiritual hug to people, is what I'm getting. Your haters will attack you mentally and try to make you second guess yourself, but your strength is really your heart, and Spirit is trying to teach you this. Spirit is trying to teach you to lean on it and be a little vulnerable, and then that's okay. As long as you're setting those boundaries and you have your like circle of people you trust, it's okay to be vulnerable with those people. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Anyway, so people fall in love with your heart. People fall in love with your vulnerability, and your rawness. Yeah, that truth that you wield. Like people really do fall for that. So maybe you have a tendency to kind of hide that from people, and you don't need to. Well, you don't need to from the right people. Especially you have to sharpen your like intuition to figure out who you can trust. You're gonna be fine. 4 of Cups. So yeah, I feel like for some reason Spirit is kind of teaching you that it's like better to be alone than be with the wrong people. So you might be like just going through some like getting rid of some big negative people, negative friends, negative colleagues, negative lovers. Spirit's kind of teaching you that you deserve better, is what I'm seeing. And don't settle till you get your King of Pentacles. So Mac Daddy's on his way. I'm just kidding. Yeah, if you really want that love, that big love, that spouse, that life partner, that like true partner type thing, you can have it. Spirit is trying to teach you how to have that discernment, to protect yourself, to really get the kind of person that's going to be loyal, that stands by you. So pile 3, I'm seeing that you're kind of like family oriented. It's like maybe you're an eccentric personality, but deep down you really want that family. So Spirit is telling you that if you really stand for what you want, like if you don't settle, you can get it. So don't settle. Stop dating people that are under you, and just wait on your pretty little throne for your man, okay, or woman. don't know who that's for. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay. Pile 3, please comment and like and share and subscribe. I'm going to be doing my May giveaway soon, so anyone that is subscribed and commented on a May video is automatically entered. I will announce that here and then on my IG as well. I'm going to be doing those monthly, so as long as you stay subscribed and watch my videos and comment, you're in the drawing. So yeah, by pile 3, moving on to pile 4. Okay, pile 4, if you chose Angel Phantom, I think this is a quartz, this is your pile. So this crystal is about opening your third eye chakra and connecting to celestial frequencies. So sometimes I sleep with this by my pillow and I have crazy dreams. It's cool. Anyway, let's get into it. So pile 4, why do people fall in love with you? Aw, because you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're like the ultimate nurture. The Queen of Pentacles is arguably like the Virgo, the mother of the zodiac, similar to Cancer. Just very like nurturing. Come home and there's fresh cookies kind of thing. You were gonna go play and she'll grab you a coat. You go on a long drive and they call you to make sure you got there okay. Like just somebody that's very like, they notice people, they check in. So people fall for that sense of care that you have. Like you really show that you care about people around you. Like you check in on people. Not a lot of people check in on people. I think you're one of those people that checks in on people. You might be very natural, you might be vegan, you might be into herbs, you might be into essential oils. I'm seeing a lot of like naturalist here. So people kind of fall for that natural beauty in you, your connection to the earth, your connection to nature. Like you're not fake, like you're more of a natural person in how you conduct yourself, and this for some reason people fall for. It's just really some people's type, you know. The High Priestess, you are very connected. You might be psychic, you might have intuitive or empathic abilities. You see beyond things that are explainable or things that you can see things beyond the naked eye. So people fall for this mystical side of you. You're a rare breed, you're a rare gem. You're not the typical girl next door, guy next door. So that depth and that sight, people fall for. So it's like your intuition for some reason is attractive. So maybe it's the way you use your intuition or you carry yourself. Maybe you live a lot of your life based on this intuition or you walk in it in some way. So there's that kind of like energetic flow that you live in and practice and walk in is very attractive to people, and a lot of people fall for it because they're living in the 3D and they're subjected to the 9 to 5 and the schedules and other people telling them how to live their life. So like it's like they see that like freedom in you, and that is what some people fall for. That you don't do those things, that you like set your own schedule, do your own thing, live your own life, make your own rules, whatever. You go against the grain. Yeah, and you rise out of conflicts. Like you're a peacemaker. You turn the other cheek. You don't start fights, you end fights. You walk away from negative people, places and things and jobs. You're not afraid to end things. So this is something people fall for. It's like you set those healthy boundaries in your life, and it's like you make it okay for other people to do the same. You also maybe help people out of difficult situations, whether you know that or not. Maybe just your presence in their life automatically does this, or maybe you actually do something active to help them, but you're very nurturing. And so just your presence alone, being in people's lives, improves it in a way. And you're just kind of like, that person that will go pull someone out of a bad situation. It's like you don't leave anybody behind, kind of a thing. So you're very caring and you make people feel cared for, basically. Queen of Wands. So you might have some fire in your chart, earth in your chart. She is my queen of passion, warmth, gratitude, generosity. She's the life of the party. She's the hostess. She makes everyone feel welcome. She remembers, she puts like personal little things on your like party gifts, like just stuff like that. Like she makes people feel really good, and she's a good queen. She really cares about her people. So I feel like you care about the people around you a lot, and this is something that people fall for. You don't step on people to get where you're going. You don't break necks to get things you want. You look out for people around you and beneath you, so you don't think you're better than anybody. You have like a regal sense of like honor in a way. Like you really do care. I'm getting a lot of humanitarian vibes in all of these piles, so I'm proud of you guys. But anyway, yeah, you're just a cool person, and where you go, just things like grow and prosper. You might be a Leo. You know what? Just wear that crown, girl or guy. Like you almost have a crown. Like you just have like a very bright personality and aura, and you honestly deserve a crown. Like you're the kind of person that should be exalted because you're so loving and cute and sweet and just you, that you would do nothing but spread joy. So you're a pretty cool person. Pile 4, I can see. Dude, every time I say something, then the Ace of Swords comes out. So you are a cool person, Pile 4. Spirit just confirmed it. This is like my definite yes card. Like there's no higher yes in the deck other than the Ace of Swords coming out upright for me. So confirmed, you're a cool person. You are no BS. You're a truth seeker. You're a truth speaker. You're an honorable person. You get where you're going, and you have luck in life because you don't cut corners. You don't take from other people. You don't try to take the easy way out. For better lack of a word, you're just an honorable person. So the universe really admires that, and people admire that, and people fall for that because they know that they can trust you, and they know that when you say something, you're gonna mean it. When you do something, you're gonna do it. Like it's just, there's no guessing with you. There's no trickery with you. You're on the up and up. So it's like everything you stand for is really true and honorable. So people just naturally gravitate towards you and feel comfortable around you and fall in love with you because you're a great person, Pile 4. You walk away from BS, you walk away from cheating, you walk away from unfulfilling relationships. You gracefully take your exit from situations that don't serve you. So you might really be on a spiritual awakening path or really trying to grow personally, and I can see that you're just that kind of person that you're not afraid to say, you know what, it's time for me to go. So people fall for this. People fall for your independence. People fall for your willingness to go against the grain and stand out of the crowd and stick up for people and yourself. And you've set that standard of what you want and what you deserve, and the universe and others are responding to it energetically. So you're basically no more BS, and you're not allowing any more BS in your life. You might have heavy Scorpio in your chart. Maybe not, excuse me. With the Death card, it's like you're going through a transformation. So this could be in your chart, or this could just be something you're going through just because it's your time. But with the 8 of Cups, it's like your ability to transform, your ability to just like, you're not a stagnant kind of person. So it's like to people, you might seem like you change a lot. But you just like, you're okay with bettering yourself, with editing yourself, with changing your mind, with opening your mind, with adopting new ideas. It's just like you're a very progressive person. You love to learn, you love to grow, you love to change and nurture, and move forward. So it's like you don't get bored in life, and you don't let other people get bored. And it's like you're always just go, 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 very fire energy, and but with a purpose. It's like you want to know more things. You want to help more people, do more things, understand more things. So it's like you have a very expansive mind, pile 4, and people fall for this. People fall for your just drive. Like, you have a zest for life. You're not boring. You're not boring to be around. You have a lot of just inner zest. Like, your spirit is very vivacious. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so it's like you're turning the tides. You are a fortunate person. You might be a fixed sign. This is Leo, Scorpio. Who's in here? Taurus, and I forgot my 4th fixed sign. I hate when I go blank during the readings, but y'all know there's like 4 fixed signs. Okay. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. That's what it is. Of course you give me trouble, Aquarius. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so you just like have this alchemist to you. You might have some fixed energy in your chart somewhere. And if you do, go look it up, because that might be a very significant placement for you. With your ability to change, there's part of you that's very grounded in whatever house that lies in, whatever sign that lies in. Look into that. There's something under the surface to your life and your character there. So if you don't know a lot about astrology, Spirit wants you to kind of go look into, do you have any fixed energies in your chart? That would be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus. Do you have any of those energies in your chart? Where? And kind of look into those specific placements. Okay. End a tangent. That was for someone. But yeah, so people fall for you just have this ability to like plow through life, change things, do whatever you want, make things happen. So you're always kind of just shifting and growing, and this is very attractive to people. Fire sign energy, Queen of Wands, more fire. So yeah, you just like, you know what you want, you speak your mind, you're very creative, you might be very fashionable. Some of you are definitely occultists, or I guess the word's wizard, I don't know, whatever. You practice spiritual alchemy, and you're very good at it. You might do this kind of behind closed doors. I feel like this is kind of in your bloodline. It's not just something you picked up and fiddled with. It's like something that's in your DNA. So what you do and how you do it, you're very good at it, and you're very intentional with it, and you're developing these skills. 7 of Swords again. So it's like, I got this again with the, okay. Some of you are like, it's like you're building something under this, behind the scenes. It's like you don't show all your cards. You don't say everything you're doing. You don't show every part of your personality. So there's a part of you that's kind of secretive and gathered, like you're a little reserved, but it's intentional. It's like you hold back parts of you that you're working on, or parts of you that are unedited, or parts of you, it's like you are a master magician, and you kind of show the world what you want it to see. And you hold back things that are under construction, and then you bring them out when they're ready. It's like you're very intentional about the you that you show to the world, and not in a fake way. So you learn how to kind of present yourself, kind of how to like play the game in a way, and it's working for you. So Wheel of Fortune again. Okay, some of you guys have some like crazy things coming your way. You're on the verge of abundance too, pile 4. Something crazy is coming in your life that you didn't anticipate. Some big changes, big moves, karmic corrections. So people did you wrong. All that's going to get back to you. So it's like people stole your money, you're going to get it back tenfold. People stole your man, you're going to have options. Like, better options. So it's like whatever was taken from you, I'm seeing coming back to you. So you have this ability to transmute energy. That's what these are. That's what okay. You have an ability to transmute energy. You're definitely an alchemist. This is attractive to people because you can do whatever you want. You can take the worst day ever and turn it into like a winning lottery ticket. So people can see this ability on you, this ability to shift energy, this gifting. And it's highly attractive. People fall for it. You need to be really careful and guard it. Guard yourself and your own energy. Make sure you can really trust someone when you let them in. It's like a higher ability that not everyone has, that you need to be a little careful of, the Spirit is saying. Yeah, we'll stop there. I think if you have this ability, you already know that, and I don't need to go any further. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. You are a hard worker. You are grinding towards your goals, and you're a creator. So 8 is abundance. It's also infinity symbol and alchemy. So you just, yeah, whatever you're putting your hands to right now is literally turning to gold. So some of you are really working on some major projects. Maybe people just see you chasing your dreams, and that's super attractive. But people fall for this like unending, unwavering dedication. Like you really just lock in and you laser focus to what you want, and you're gonna go get it. And they know that, and they know that that applies to all aspects of your life, to your family, to your love, to your career. So you make people feel really secure because you have this like tenacity to overcome at all odds, and they know that that is going to apply to your love life as well because you have a huge heart. So people want to be a part of it. People just want to be in your circle. They want to be taken care of. They want to be seen. They want to be a part of your rise. So you might have just like a crazy star quality, or just you're on the verge of some kind of rise and people can feel it. So it's energetically pulling people to you. Just be careful of who your inner circle is. So yeah, that's all I have for you, pile 4. So that's kind of why people fall for you. Let me know what you got out of this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be announcing my May giveaway soon. So that's for any subscriber that comments on any of my May videos. I'm going to go back through and, yeah, pick a winner. Basically, you get a free reading from me. So as long as you are subscribed and watching my videos and commenting, you're automatically entered. And I'm going to be doing those monthly from now on. So, yeah, it was a pleasure reading for you guys today. And, yeah, I definitely read all your comments. So if you have anything to say to me, I will read it. Please be kind. Okay, bye, you guys. Talk to you soon.